It had been a few years since my husband, James Cook, had passed, so I decided to read some letters that he had sent me from his third voyage. My darling Elizabeth, on July 12th, we left Plymouth and started sailing towards Cape Town. We stopped in Tenerife to top up on supplies. We've been sailing since then, and now it's October 17th, and we've reached Cape Town. But unfortunately, we got a leak in our ship, mostly on the main deck, so we had to stall a bit and get it recalked. I miss you, my dear. Tell the children I love them. My darling Elizabeth, hi, my dear. I hope you had an amazing New Year's, because I did. On December 13th, I located a bunch of little islands called Prince Edward Island, and on December 25th, I found even more called Kerguelen Islands. Today is January 28th, and 2 days ago we came across Van Diemen's Land to get water and wood, but we became very acquainted with the Aboriginals living here, so we stayed for a few nights. How I miss you, my dear. There's not a moment I'm not thinking of you. I can't believe the children are starting school already. Wish them good luck and tell them I love them. Goodbye for now. My darling Elizabeth, how are you doing? I hope you're doing good, because every day it gets harder when you're not here by my side. My crew keeps telling me I should be used to this by now because it's my third voyage, but I'm not used to it at all. On February 12th, we arrived at Queen Charlotte Sound in New Zealand. Remember in 1773 on my second voyage when 10 of my men died? Well, the Maori were apprehensive because they thought I was going to get revenge. Silly people. It's March 29th today, and instead of arriving in Tahiti, the wind pushed us to Mangaia, so we were very behind schedule. My darling Elizabeth, it's August 12th and we have just arrived in Tahiti after spending a few months in the Friendly Isles. Tahiti is so beautiful, almost as beautiful as you. I should take you and the kids one time. It's magnificent. The waters are just as blue as the sky. I wish you could keep writing, but we're unloading the ship now. Goodbye, my dear. My darling Elizabeth, Happy New Year's. It's January 18th today. I found out today that I'm the first European to ever visit the Hawaiian Islands. Hawaii is beautiful. It's so warm and sunny here. On February 2nd, our crew is heading northeast to explore the west coast of North America by the Spanish settlements in Alta California. As much as I love sailing, I wish I was home right now hugging you and my wonderful children. How are they doing? I miss them so much. I think about them every day. I'm so thankful for you and the children. I love you all. Goodbye. My darling Elizabeth, it's March 6th today. We made landfall near Cape Foulweather. Guess who named that? On the Oregon coast. The reason I named it Foulweather was because bad weather forced our ship south before we could begin our exploration of the coast northward. I have to go. We are taking off. I love you. Goodbye. Elizabeth, I'm not doing so well. About a month ago we entered Nootka Sound on Vancouver Island. We anchored near the First Nations village of Yuquote. Our crew doesn't get along with the Yuquote very well. Our relation is sometimes strained. During trading, they demand so many more valuable items than usual things that had worked for us in Hawaii. After we left Nootka Sound, I explored and mapped the coast all the way to the Bering Strait. It proved to be impassable, but I made several attempts to sail through it. I'm starting to get increasingly frustrated. I don't think it's a big deal, but there's a doctor on our crew, and he said I'm suffering from very bad stomach diseases. Apparently, it's making me have irrational behavior towards my crew. They're all saying that just because I made them eat walrus meat, and they think it's inedible. They're just wimps. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye. My darling Elizabeth, I can't believe it's the third year being away from you. I'm feeling much better since last time you've heard from me. On October 2nd, our ship started leaking again, so I got it recalked for the second time. It's January 20th today. On the 17th, we sailed around the Hawaiian archipelago for 8 weeks, just looking for suitable anchorage. After being accompanied around the island by Hawaiians, we were led to shore and made landfall on Kalakawaka Bay. We had to go through a long, peculiar ceremony before we were allowed to our ships again. That's an experience I'll always remember. I miss you so much, but every day I'm away from you equals a day closer to when I can see you again. You don't know how thankful I am that you're sticking with me through this, even when I'm not there. I hope the children are doing well, and tell them I love them so, so much. Until next time, goodbye. James Cook and his crew came back to the island to fix their boat, but they were unwelcomed by the Hawaiians because the ceremony was over. Hawaiians stole Cook's boat, so Cook took the Hawaiian king for hostage. But before Cook could take off, he was struck on the head and stabbed to death on February 14th, 1779.